Well, this time we're having a look at another Bachmann logo, and this is a Class 57, as you can see, and as it says, Class 57, and this is Scott Tracy. Virgin trains. Basically what these do is that they provide rescue services, don't they? You've got ones that can hook up to Virgin Pendolinos using a Delma coupler at the front, and then you've got some that just pull relief trains, basically. But the Class 57, even though it doesn't say, is basically a 47, a Class 47, but re-engined. They take the old engine out and put the new engine in, and then upgrade the bogies and some of the electronics in the cab and stuff like that. And they've called it a Class 57, and I think that's great. But this particular model by Bachmann is, as you can expect, amazing. Really, really nice. Let's open her up and have a look. Okay, well, for a start you get the usual little information card. Well, I say usual, you don't actually get these anymore with the new type of packaging. But on this particular model, because this is about 5 years old, well, probably about 4 or 5 years old, you do get this sort of stuff, which is nice. And then what's this over here? Oh yeah, this is basically the care sheet, how to run her in and where all the bits go and stuff like that. We don't really need to worry about that. And then there's the guarantee and the invite to the Collectors Club. Okay, now the packaging is not brilliant. It's very, very like Hornby's, even down to having holes in the back. But Bachmann have since improved this, as you'll see in some of the other videos. They're using basically giant blocks of plastic. Wow. Well, you know how in some of the previous videos I've said how I'm getting huge arms doing these videos, and the reason is because I don't know if I can show you, but I have to hold my arm around the camera like that because I'm sat right behind the camera, and I'm having to hold my arm out to hold this loco, and she is heavy. There's a lot of weight to her, which is good. As I say, it's all good because it's all traction, you see, pushing down on the rails, and we like that. But wow, let's have a look. Well, for a start, we've got sprung buffers as standard, which is a lovely touch. And the detail, you know, Bachmann really are quite good at this, aren't they? The detail, all this is all as standard. Everything you see, none of this is being put on. And the grille on the top, well, that is just lovely. You can even feel that it's a grille. The fans underneath there, they don't spin, sadly. But I think Bachmann are the best for roofs, aren't they? You know, if that was Hornby, it would probably be just all one solid colour or something. But that's incredible. Really, really nice. And as I say, we've got little window wipers just there, and handrails here, and it says Virgin at the front. That lights up, and that lights up. I don't think the other one lights up. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see when we put her on the track. And as you can see, she's called Scott Tracy. But look at the detailing here on the bottom. All the warning symbols. That's just a lovely touch. You don't often get that. This A/B switch on the bottom here is, I think it's to do with the lighting. But we'll have a look at that in a second. We'll come back to that. Haha, that's a nice touch. Having the window open like that. That's great. Yeah, seriously. She's just fantastic. Good weight, good detailing, real quality feel to her, if you know what I mean. Let's see what she's like. Okay, well, to help me put her on the tracks, I'm going to use one of these. And I can't off the top of my head think what they're called, but I will put it on the corner of the screen if I remember. And they're designed to help you put coaches on, but you can use them for locos too, which is really handy. So let's just put it over here, like that. and then get the loco itself. And then put that on, and then just gently let it roll down and onto the rails. Excellent. If you remember when we were talking to you about the switch underneath, well, it's a little A-B switch, and apparently if it's on A, then the lights are daytime settings, and if the switch is B, then the lights are nighttime settings. So let's see, we've got them on at the moment. And that looks like nighttime settings to me. So if we just take the loco off, and there's the little switch, and literally just flip it over, use a nail, there we go, onto A, the light should be different now. So if we use this guide again to put it on the track, yeah, you can see the lights swapped over. Apparently that's daytime settings. Is that right? Is that daytime? Yeah, A is daytime settings. So the instructions said. So there we go. Let's just check the other direction works as well. And they do. So the only thing left to do is get it going. And there she goes. Power-wise setting, we've not got it set very high. It's at about 11 o'clock, as you can see from that little white bit on the dial. Yeah, she's managed to negotiate the express points well enough. By the way, these express points, even though they're really nice because they're really gentle, you can shoot from track to track really gently. They've got a huge dead area just here, massive, a giant piece of plastic basically, and that can kill so many locos, especially if they're not wired up very well. Anyway, back to the loco. Where is she? She's over there. And she's running beautifully. But did we expect anything else? Just look at that. That's really slow. Really nice and smooth. And we should see her red lights at the back as well. Yeah, you can just about see them. Even though it's daytime, I'll get in a little bit closer to make it easier for you. There we go. It's definitely better than V-Trains. V-Trains and Helgen red lights aren't as good. Hornbys are the best, probably. Oh, just had to climb over a train. So let's give her a little bit more power, shall we? I'll just stay here this time, instead of knocking half the railway over. As you can see, whether it's low or high speed, she's just such a smooth runner. She really is a quality loco. They're well worth the money. I suppose my biggest problem with them is that there's not really anything for them to pull yet. You could charter your own relief trains, I suppose. Just whack any coaches on the back. You could do special tours with her. With a mixture of everything. But until the Pretendolino Mark III coaches come out later this year from Hornby, there's not really much work for her. But despite that, she is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Let's just slow her down and do a nice slow pass. Oh yeah. Fantastic loco. Really good. Really nice. Sounds and the sound of the engine as she goes over the points. Oh, it's just fantastic. That's another high scorer.